Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from Fox 13 out of Hudson in Pasco County. Basically you have a situation where students are being segregated based on their grades and attendance. It's actually kind of a messed up situation. To me, lunch is the only time the students really have to themselves these days, especially in high school, because you really don't have breaks anymore. You might have a free period if you're lucky to have a break. But I mean, they've done away with breaks. So lunch is like the only time that they have to themselves. Okay, to socialize, whatever. And you have this program basically taking students and singling them out for, say, if they're sick or if their grades aren't up, which could be due to laziness. It could be due to actual learning disadvantages, like a learning disability, such as excuse me, as like anything like dyslexia. There are a lot of things that can affect a student's grades. So to do this is just kind of short-sighted. It's got to probably be a liberal program, a leftist program by some moronic person on the left, because this isn't something that people on the right would do, because we don't believe in identity politics, and this is identity politics by grade, by attendance. A controversial new program at Pasco County High School segregates students during lunchtime based on their grades. Not all parents and students are on board. According to school officials, the program was rolled out at Hudson High School at the beginning of the school year. The basic principle of the program is to flag students who may not be on track to graduate and give them an incentive to improve. Give them an incentive to improve by calling them out and going, hey, look at them. Okay, that's kind of counterproductive. But some people say the changes are just creating division instead of fostering encouragement. They're doing more than that, because they're actually beating the student down, because you're calling them out for it in front of their peers. Cell phone videos from Hudson High School students show a packed lunchroom this week. There are so many kids that sit on the floors. They're sitting on tables. They're just standing. It's overcrowded. Senior Rainy Night told Fox 13 News. Yeah, that looks pretty crowded to me. The second quarter started Monday, and it came with changes to incentivize on-track students. You have, and I love what they call on-track. You have a 2.0 GPA. Can't have more than 4 excused or unexcused absences. You can't have any Fs, and you have to earn all attempted credits. Junior Ashland Brooks said of the program's rules. 2.0 GPA, really ain't that good. I mean, that's like barely, that's like just the cusp of, over the cusp of C. You would think that they would try to get their students to, I don't know, maybe get higher GPAs. I mean, this is ridiculous. On-track students get an ID and wristband, plus perks like free admission to sporting events and special privileges like being able to eat lunch outside the cafeteria. I love how something that they used to be able to do, which is eat lunch outside the cafeteria, is now a perk. Okay? But students say students who don't meet the on-track criteria are forced to stay in the crowded lunchroom for the entire period. They are. I mean, you're not incentivizing them. You're punishing them. We're not allowed to. Even if we had a pass, we could not go see any teachers. We're not allowed to leave the lunchroom, period, Junior Cat Davis said. Which is kind of bullshit, because if a teacher wants to help a student during lunch and you want their grades to go up, wouldn't you want them to be able to have access to that teacher during lunch? On Thursday, a group walked out during lunch to protest. Many say it's not safe to cram so many people in one room. Don't look like it is. That actually looks kind of like a fire hazard. School officials tell Fox 13 there's more than enough seats at lunch to accommodate the roughly 250 off-track teens. Okay, what about all the on-track teens? Clearly, you don't have enough seating for both of them. A lot of people that are tracking still sit in the cafeteria rather than going into the lounge or commons, which then makes less room for the people who aren't tracking to sit there, Junior Ashland Brooks said. That's clear, I mean, just looking at that picture. Brooks is on track and also on board with the program. She says it definitely pushes students to get their grades up. No, it doesn't. By calling them out in front of their peers, you're beating them down, not incentivizing them to get their grades up. It doesn't push them. It pushes them to say, fuck you. I think the program needs to go away. It's not good for anybody, parent Mandy Lohan said. Lohan's son is also on track, but she says the new lunch policy is segregating the students, which it is. Okay? And you can't segregate. There shouldn't be segregation in schools, okay? I mean, unless we're talking by actual ability and we're talking on the note of classes. That's different because you want to have people that are at similar levels to be in similar classes so that you're not too far ahead of the people who are behind and not far enough, not challenging the students that are further ahead. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Other parents are concerned the program could be breaking the law for kids with disabilities. Yeah, it could be breaking the Americans with Disabilities Act. It probably is. You're definitely labeled regardless of if you don't have that, You're definitely labeled regardless if you don't have that, Obviously, they're putting you in a special group. And then if you do have that, you're in another group, Lohan said. Yeah. Students in the not on track group say this isn't pushing them to try harder in their classes. It isn't. No, you're just beating them down with it. Instead, it's distracting and dividing the students. You want unity. You want family. That's what Cobra preaches, but yet they're separating the kids. It's not right, Lohan said. Some parents also express concern about students who get sick or have family issues or emergencies. Exactly. And not only that, you have a situation where you're going to have kids in different level classes. So you're going to have those kids that don't apply themselves that are in the dumb classes. Pardon how I put that. And they're going to have good grades because they don't have to apply themselves to get them. Then you're going to have the people who bust their asses and might have one bad grade in one class, say in the college prep level, and they're screwed. I mean, it doesn't take into account those types of things. This is not something that's really going to work in the long run. I mean, this is something that clearly came from some leftist moron in that school. Because no one with any sanity that's, right of Marx would think it would be a good idea to segregate students in this manner. No one. Anyway, I think I've covered this well enough, so I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.